Aloha Ohana, come together wellness family. I can't wait to practice with you virtually live face to face. So come sign up for a class sometime. I would love to meet you and see you in person. One day that'll happen. But for now, it is virtual. Unless you live in the Austin and surrounding areas in Texas, you can come to my home studio. But until then, we have YouTube videos and virtual practices, and we'll just see what happens and unfolds. Today is day 27 of the 31-day, 15-minute episodes of a short, sweet yoga practice. Day 27, seated forward folds, some seated yoga posture work. So we'll add in some little twists, and we're almost coming to the end of this 31-day series. Let's go ahead and start with both legs forward, flexing your feet. You can grab a block or two blocks. Let me grab my other block over here. For all of my students that have really tight hamstrings or sensitive knees, you might want to place some blocks underneath your knees here. For those of you that are okay with your knees and your hamstrings, you don't need your blocks, but you can bring them forward. You might want to place them down here at the bottom of your feet, one, if you're really flexible and need something to pull onto as we forward fold. Before we do this, let's take your hands underneath your glutes, move your hips from side to side, and just pull your muscle out from underneath you and get your sit bones really grounded down into your mat. Let's inhale, reach your arms up, extend through your side body, hips to your fingertips, flex your feet, and exhale, let's swan dive the arms out and forward, reaching for your feet. You can take your hands and push down onto your toes. And if you can't reach your feet, grab onto your legs, the sides of your legs. Here we're going to focus on pulling your belly onto your thighs. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see. Belly onto the thighs. This is Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. It's okay if your head does not touch your legs. It's okay if your head does touch your legs. The point is to enjoy the experience on the way down and in. Stay present. Let's take 6 breaths here. Wherever you are, relax your head. Focus on pulling your belly onto your thighs, your chest towards your knees, and your forehead aiming towards your feet, your ankles. Three more breath cycles. Ujjayi breath. Slowly lift your head and come sit back, shoulders over your hips. Go ahead and slide your feet in. Take your hands onto your feet. Here, if you can't do that, just maybe hug onto your legs. Otherwise, we're here on the feet. Bow your head in towards your knees. There should be a space in between your knees, or you can use your arms to push your knees together. Ball pose. Now you can wrap your hands and arms around your knees here and give yourself a big squeeze. Wrapping yourself up, holding yourself like a little ball. Let's just try a little bit of core work here. I like to surprise you, throw in some surprises on what we're going to do. Keep holding onto your feet. Just see if you can lift one foot up and balance. Try to keep your chest lifted here, and you're not going to roll back, right? So try to just find your center as you begin to lift this other foot up. Just a little balance check. See how you're doing. You can bring your knees to the outside of your arms, see if that works. Let's bring the soles of the feet together now. Knees open out wide. For those of you that have tight hips or knee issues, let's take the blocks underneath your outer thighs. Find something that feels comfortable. We'll begin to bow inwards and downwards, going into the hips now. You can also sit on a block or a pillow or a blanket to help lift your hips and tilt your hips forward. So you'll see here, I'm going to sit up on a block. This tilts my hips forward, and I'm able to go deeper in now. 6 breaths total here. Breathing into your outer hips, your inner thighs, your groin, stretching out your whole spine. Relaxing your brain, your head, your neck. Allow the shoulders to relax. Lift your head, walk your hands in towards yourself. Now just extend your right leg forward and pull your left foot in here towards your right inner thigh. So you look like seated tree pose. Right leg is forward, left foot to the right inner thigh. Inhale, reach your arms. And exhale, let's swan dive forward, just like we did in that forward fold, except just one leg is forward here. Janu Sirsasana, or Shirshasana. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato, right? Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. It's okay if your head does not get to your knee. Mine actually goes beyond my knee, all the way out over to my shin. I like to focus on lengthening the spine here and lengthening your hamstring all in one swoop. Lift up halfway. Let's take your left hand onto your right foot, or maybe it's on your right leg. Reach your right arm back and up. A nice little twist here. And release. I'm just going to turn around here so you can see what we're going to do next. So the right leg is still forward. You're going to reach your left hand back behind you. So I'm going to turn so you can see. The left hand goes back behind you. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. We're going to lift your hips and just open up your heart here for a nice, sweet little back bend. And come sit back down. Good, so that right leg is still forward. Inhale, reach your arms, point your belly button towards your right big toe, and exhale, bow. Inhale, come back up. Let's go to the other side. Right foot comes into your left inner thigh, left leg forward. If this right knee or hip gives you any problems, just simply slide a block underneath your right outer hip area or your knee for extra support. Inhale, we reach the arms. Exhale, swan dive forward, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Breathe into your spine, into the muscles that elongate, that not elongate, but that run along the length of your spine. Remember the Ujjayi breath. The more you can continue to get used to breathing this way, it'll become a natural way of breathing for you. This massages out your belly and tones your core. How cool is that? Breathing to like basically do sit-ups, right? You don't have to do sit-ups, you do, right? But breathing helps to tone. You can breathe all through the day to create a strong belly. All right. Inhale, we lift back up again. Exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Left arm reaches up and back here for a twist. This is a short, sweet practice that I love to do. You can do this whether you're have in your bedroom, whether you are a corporate executive. You can do this in your office. You can do this if you're a mom in your living room. You can do this if you're a dad playing with the kids. Do it on the lawn before lawn mowing. Who cares what anyone thinks, right? But this is such a great little short, sweet practice here, designed for anyone and everyone. Let's go ahead and place your right hand back behind you. We're going to push down and reach the left arm up and back here for a beautiful back bend. And exhale. Let's bring it back down. Inhale, reach your arms up, point your belly button towards your left big toe, and exhale, fold. Slowly come up. Bring your legs back to center, crossing the legs. Thank you so much for joining me today for this short, sweet, seated forward folding practice with a little bit of surprises in there for you. The next practice, we're going to focus on some inversions. I hope to see you in the next session, day 28. My name is Victoria. Thank you so much for joining me today with Come Together Wellness. Let's take the hands to the heart space. If you enjoy this video and my channel, I hope that you subscribe. Give me a huge thumbs up and give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. If you have any requests, your voice matters. I would love to hear what you have to say or what you might need and are requesting. We'll close as we invoke and invite within the spirit of aloha that we are part of all and all is part of us. From my heart to your heart, I say mahalo, thank you. In Hawaiian, we draw the hands all the way up to the third eye and bow forward. We say together, namaste. Thank you, Ohana.